Reduce, reuse, and recycle. It's a common phrase many of us grew up hearing, but are we following the advice? Well, according to Stony Brook University, we're not. A new Stony Brook study claims recycling on Long Island has decreased almost 20% in the past decade.
It's probably down just because people don't have the extra cash to go out, buy new products that are out there, which at the same hand generates waste products.
Jonathan Abrams is a manager at Gershaw Recycling in Huntington, which purchases scrap metal, processes it, and sells it so that new metals can be made from the recycled materials.
We don't want to deplete the earth of all the raw materials that are out there by constantly producing new products without using recycled material in that process.
It's recycling centers like the one behind me that turns what most of us see as waste into usable material. And Abrams says it's important to take the time to go through our homes to separate what's recyclable from what's not.
Abrams says there are lots of ways to recycle. Some of the easiest are with plastics, paper products, and aluminum.
Years ago, some of the figures used to be that only 10% of recycled materials were actually used in the process of making new product. Today, there's about 90% recycled materials and only 10% raw materials.
And he says Gershaw will pay for scrap metal, no matter how little you have.
Take the time to separate the metals. A standard barbecue, maybe you could fetch $5 just by itself if it was to go into the mixed pile, let's say. But if you took the time to separate and break down all the metals, you could fetch as much as possibly $20, $25, maybe even $30.
In Huntington, Elsa Gillis, LI News Tonight.